1.2 million Americans were laid off last year, the highest number since 2020. 55% currently worry about losing their own job. Only 41% say they'd use savings to cover a major expense. 37% can't cover a $400 emergency at all. Crisis rarely announces itself in advance. It arrives mid-sentence, in the middle of an ordinary day. There is a chapter that captures exactly that structure. Not gradual decline, not a warning season. Total loss compressed into a single afternoon. Job Chapter 1. Almost nobody looks closely at how the news actually arrives. Job 1, 13 to 19. Job's children are feasting together. Everything is ordinary. Then verse 14, a messenger arrives. Sabaeans raided the oxen and donkeys, killed the servants. I am the only one who escaped to tell you. While he was still speaking, a second messenger arrives. Fire from heaven burned up the sheep and servants. While he was still speaking, a third messenger arrives. Raiders took the camels, killed more servants. While he was still speaking, a fourth messenger arrives. A windstorm collapsed the house where his children were feasting. All of them are dead. 4 disasters, no gap between them. Each report interrupted by the next before Job could process it. While he was still speaking, that phrase repeats 3 times in 6 verses. This is not a season of decline. It is not a warning followed by preparation. It is compounding catastrophe with 0 recovery time between blows. Job loses his entire livelihood and his 10 children in a single, continuous sequence of minutes. Modern crisis rarely looks like Job's did in scale, but it often looks like this in structure. The layoff call arrives the same week as a diagnosis. The market drops the same month a marriage ends. Compounding, not sequential. No gap to catch your breath. Job 120. Here is what he does next, and the order matters. Job got up and tore his robe and shaved his head. Then he fell to the ground in worship. Tearing the robe, shaving the head, not symbols of composure. The standard ancient expressions of raw grief. Job is not suppressing anything. And in the same motion, not after, not eventually, he worships. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised. In all this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. Grief and worship are not sequential here. They happen in the same verse. Here is the framework stated plainly. Job's response is not stoicism. It is not denial. The robe is torn. The head is shaved. The grief is completely real. But worship happens immediately, not after a strategic plan, not after the shock wears off. This is the same stewardship theology from earlier in this series. Job owned nothing outright. What was given could be taken. His response names that reality without waiting for it to feel true. The text does not say Job felt fine. It says Job did not sin in how he responded. Those are different claims. Job 2:10. A second wave of suffering hits him later. Shall we accept good from God and not trouble? The same response pattern, tested a second time. What does grieve fully, worship immediately, plan after actually mean? It does not mean skip the 4 walls triage this series established. That triage still comes first, practically. It means something upstream of the triage. Naming what happened honestly, without minimizing it, without needing to resolve why before taking the next right action. Job's friends spend the rest of the book trying to explain why. Job never gets a full answer. He acts anyway. First in grief, then eventually in restored practical life, without ever needing the explanation first. The household in crisis does not need the whole picture to take the next step. The action from this episode is not a spreadsheet. If you are in a compounding crisis right now, the first move is different. It is naming what happened, out loud, to someone. Job's grief was witnessed. His friends sat with him in silence for 7 days. The one part of their response the text actually commends. Then, when you're ready, the practical triage is still there. Housing, utilities, food, transportation, in that order. Grief first, then the plan. Not because the plan doesn't matter, because the order matters. Job's story does not end in chapter 1. It ends decades later in restoration. But everything in between is its own lesson. What compounding crisis actually requires from the people around you? The next video is about the friends. What they got right for 7 days and catastrophically wrong after. It is queued up right now.